Acme Corporation is a C corporation with earnings before taxes of $1 million. It pays corporate taxes of 25% on its pre-tax earnings. Therefore, it pays $250,000 in taxes. With subtracting the taxes, we have net income left over of $750,000. The corporation can either retain this income or pay it to shareholders as dividends. In this problem, the dividend payout rate is 50%. So therefore, 50% is retained and 50% is paid out in dividends. When the shareholder receives the $375,000 in dividends, the shareholder has to pay personal taxes on this income. In this problem, that's 28%. So the after-tax total shareholder income is $270,000. And that's it for this problem on taxation of earnings by a C corporation down to the shareholder. But let's make some variations on this problem and answer the question, what if we have a specific shareholder who owns 2,000 shares out of a total of 500,000? What is Pat's after-tax income? Since we did the work on the previous version, we can just pick up from where we left off, which is that the total shareholders after-tax income is $270,000. We'd then just have to calculate Pat's portion of that, which is 2,000 out of 500,000. Yes, a after-tax income of $1,080. Let's do another variation. This time, instead of being told the total earnings before taxes, we're told it per share. Let's start from the beginning this time, using it per share. So $2 of earnings before taxes per share. Each share is taxed at 25%, or 50 cents, giving a net income per share, which is called EPS, earnings per share. And this is just net income divided by the number of shares. It's a very common term, so you should know it. Earnings per share of $1.50. The $1.50 gets retained or paid as dividends. So 75 cents is retained, 75 cents paid as dividends. Now, Pat's after-tax income here will be the 75 cents per share times the number of shares that Pat owns, which is 2,000, minus 28% of that, giving us $1,080 after-tax income for Pat. Now let's try the same problem with one last variation. This time, instead of being told the number of shares or how many shares Pat owns, we just know what Pat's percentage ownership is of Acme Corporation. We already know the total after-tax income of all shareholders is $270,000, and then we just multiply that by Pat's ownership of that, giving us $1,080.